Ooh, it's the Bold Sports Show. Your boys lost. Ooh, as Tech Nine once said, I'm pissed off because the Chiefs lost. Any kind of offensive effort was just garbage time stats. This was complete malarkey by the Kansas City Chiefs offense. Let's be completely honest. Like the disappointment goes to one end. Defense did what they needed to, basically. Basically, they held Barkley to under 100 yards, like I told you they would. Nothing. No effort by the offense. It was shenanigans. Nobody could hold on to the ball for the life of them in the first half. Like you start looking at all these drop passes, man. This is what kills Pat Mahomes every time in the Super Bowl. When he loses, you start looking at these drop passes. Look, let's not forget Tom Brady had a 10-year gap where he didn't even sniff a Super Bowl. All right. Pat Mahomes ain't done nothing but seen AFC championship games every year of his career. We'll be back. Y'all gonna be blaming the rest next year too. This ain't in. This ain't over. This is as close as a three-peat's ever been to happening. And here we are, just barely short, got our ass kicked. Let's call a spade a spade. That was a butt kicking. Got mollywopped. It's rough, tough sledding. What you supposed to do? Blame the refs? You know, that's what everybody else wants you to do. There was some malarkey. You know, I can start gibbering off like it would matter, like all these other fans like to pretend to. You know, pretend that it matters that, you know, you see Jalen Hurts run out of bounds and, you know, the clock still rolls and stuff like that. But that's not what killed the Chiefs. No, it was turning over the ball a couple times and not doing jack diddly on offense. When in the first half you got 20 yards, like what are you supposed to do with that? You can't blame nobody but the Chiefs. This is when people get so excited to pay Creed Humphrey, and they got problems all over the offensive line. Like you got Joe Tooney out here trying to pretend to play left tackle, and it ain't working. It ain't working. Yeah, and Hurts played a hell of a game. Like, look, Rod, you calling it just like it is. Hurts balled out. Like they needed him to too. If the Eagles were stuck on having to run the ball, they would have lost this game. And the Chiefs couldn't stop them from converting, and they could not sniff a conversion on third down to save their life. One point, what do they say? 0-8. Like what are we supposed to do with that? Chiefs went away from the run game. Yeah, I mean, you didn't have no possibility. There was no you couldn't run the ball. There's no time for that. They dug themselves in a hole so fast, so quick. You know, it was like, okay, when you're down 17, we can still try to run the ball a bit. You start getting down 20 something points. Like, what are we talking about here? This is just, you know, you got to catch the ball. Travis Kelce, this is simple. You got to catch the ball. DeAndre Hopkins, you got to catch the ball. Kansas City missed Rashid Rice like a mother trucker in this game. Like, nobody could catch. It's crazy. Not trying to talk stuff, but fly birds, look, give it to them. It's your time to shine. Look, y'all won. Look, fair and square. Like, you're supposed to fly birds fly. Like, the Chiefs out here poop the bed on offense all night. Stop Saquon Barkley all night. Can't even do nothing with it. It's disgusting. They dug themselves in a hole at the start. Yeah, deep hole. That first half was boo-boo. And then they come back after the halftime and still look like boo-boo. Like, that was disgusting. Nobody wanted it. Chiefs are butt. Boo boo. How you come to that conclusion, bruh? You're sitting here watching him in his third Super Bowl in a row, bruh. That ain't boo boo. Get out of here. Chiefs just got mollywopped. Well, what can you do? What can you do? The defense ain't look like it gave up that many points in forever. But they ain't been stuck on the field like that in forever. The Chiefs offense was trash. Chiefs O line is so bad. It was definitely looked like it tonight. You know what I mean? We've seen every flaw possible on that offensive line tonight. Want to get all excited about having Creed Humphrey and Trey Smith. It would be nice if Joe Tooney could play left guard and we actually had a left tackle or a right tackle that would do anything. But even Trey Smith and Creed Humphrey didn't look like nothing. Let's go Eagles. Look, get it. They did stop Barkley. Look, I told you, Super Cooper. I told you that under 111 yards was going to hit. Chiefs defense ain't can't win when your defense is on the field all game. Yeah, that time of possession was ridiculous. Third down conversion was not. You could not find it all night. Could not find it all night. The Chiefs lost. Yep, and we'll be back next year for y'all to be blaming the refs and this and that and every excuse possible then too. Like, look, we know what it is. We ain't seen a AFC championship game not include Pat Mahomes since he's been in the league. They'll be back. It's all right. I ain't worried about it. People forget Tom Brady went 10 years without going to the Super Bowl. Like, this stuff happens. You take losses. At least Jalen Hurts wasn't a backup. At least he wasn't fucking Nick Foles. You know? Eagles won. Yeah, I've seen that. I might have seen it. Eagles all the way. Yeah, scoring every opportunity possible. It's nuts. It's nuts. That worthy catch bread and butter. But the one with Jalen Hurts was bread and butter too. Yeah, I mean, it looked like they should have planned for Xavier Worthy all night because he was the only one out here actually trying to catch the damn ball. Travis Kelce looking like he don't know what to catch the ball even means. Disgusting. DeAndre Hopkins, multiple drop passes. What are we doing here, bruh? What are we doing here? You cannot tell me they did not miss Rashid Rice tonight, bruh. Next year going to be looking different. They get Rashid Rice in that Super Bowl, get that suspension done with early on in the season. Like, we're going to be out here right back here doing it. Don't know well, you know what it is. But it's okay because the Chiefs did their good, fair play. Yeah, look, it was, I knew it was going to be a blowout. I got that part right? Y'all, I just got the wrong team. I said smelling blowout in the air. I could feel it. Well, apparently I just sniffed the wrong team. It was the wrong way. Bro, the Chiefs so bad through everything throughout that wouldn't win. Bad though. Everyone thought they would win. Yeah, well, not everyone. There was a lot of people that started picking it. I think Gronk he jinxed us. Because the last 2 years he picked against us, and he was like, I'm picking against Kansas City because, I want to jinx it. He jinxed it. Damn it, Gronk. Blame it, Gronk. Man, Chiefs just got mollywopped. That hurt, Look, that score don't even, that score don't even tell the tape. It really don't. That was so close to being one of those no touchdown type games. It wasn't even funny. It's crazy. Okay, but they still tried their hardest. Yeah. Not really. You can't tell me that was trying their hardest. It didn't look like it. They needed to try harder if that's what trying their hard happiness. Unfazed. What? Nobody can catch the ball unfazed. They're out here looking like a Raiders team, just getting slobber knockered, mollywopped. Good old fashioned ass kicking. That's what the Chiefs got. Like, you want to talk about hurt your feelings? Jeez Louise. Kermit didn't even shed a tear. How do you not, bro? Did you not hear Tom Brady talking about, I won 7, but the 3 losses hurt more? Look, it's all right though. We know who's gonna be back in it next year. It's okay. I fell asleep. Well, you didn't miss much, right? Would you miss a few Eagles touchdowns? Some garbage time touchdowns for the Chiefs? Some participation trophy award stats for the Chiefs? Like, come on, man. You didn't miss nothing unfazed. We know it. Offensive line gave up, bro. They don't even look like yeah. Where's the all pros at, huh? Where's the all pros at on the offensive line? Get a mollywop. The Eagles' defensive line, well, it ain't even like that, bro. They're getting embarrassed. It is not even the offensive line's fault, bro. Like it is too. Like that's part of it. But the other part is the Chiefs wide receivers can't catch a fucking flu, bro. They couldn't catch freaking syphilis in a $3 whorehouse. Like, let's be honest, bro. Like they just could not do nothing all dang night. It should have been nothing but Xavier Worthy. That's the only person that should have been thrown. Like every play should have been, how do we get the ball to Xavier Worthy? Like, come on. Come on. Sheesh. 3 people never happened. No, it starts again next year. The journey to doing it is next year. Chiefs be back. I ain't too, bro. We'll be down this road again. Y'all be blaming the refs next 3 years too. Don't get it twisted. They did contain Saquon, but Hurts killed that KCD. Yeah, well, he had every opportunity in the world, bro. Kansas City Chiefs got 20 yards off in his first half. Like, man, you got to get off the field, bro. You got to give this defense a break. They did everything possible to contain Saquon Barkley like I told y'all they would. I told y'all to bet that 111 under. He was not getting 100 yards rushing. I knew it. But if you're just going to let Jalen Hurts run and throw all over you, it's going to happen, bro. It's going to be tough sledding. LMAO. Yeah, it is kind of funny, bro. This shit hurts. This shit really hurts. To break up the bad vibe, your rib recipe was fire. Thank you. Hey, I appreciate that, sir. I appreciate that. You know, if you know, you know. That's all I can tell the fans right now. If you know, you know. But y'all wasn't around to find out. That rib recipe I gave out, it is something. It does some miracles. It makes you go, what the hell? What the hell just happened? I wonder if Kelsey retires. I don't think so. I think he wants one. I think he wants another one. I think he's got 2-3 years left in Kelsey. So close. Bro, there was, I don't know where the close was. I don't know if it was close when the ball got kicked off, bro. After that first touchdown, there started being a runaway train. Like, that was a straight up mollywhopping. You cannot do that. This offense we need to get back to that 5,000 yard, 50 touchdown Pat Mahomes type offense. We need to go in and quit lollygagging, giving them Juju Smith-Schuster and washed up DeAndre Hopkins and just give him a solid weapon to go with Rashid Rice, Xavier Worthy, Travis Kelce, and give me one more dude. And draft a damn running back. And give me a running back that can run for 60 yards. Jeez. I'm going to end on a good terms and admit they did good at the end. Bro, that was garbage time. I ain't even going to count it. Like, I don't even want to count that garbage time bullshit. Out here got me going back inside like I'm about to see some kind of 13-second comeback or something. Got me talking about it ain't over till the fat lady sing. That fat lady sung in the first goddamn quarter. That fat fucking heifer ass woman done started talking about you lady. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Got your boy just pissed off because the Chiefs lost. Jeez. Let me see. LOL, LOL. I know it's got to be hilarious. Y'all got to be loving it. Look, there was no villain. There's no superhero in this though. The Eagles mopped y'all, and y'all still trash and still trash franchise. But hey, we do it every season with the Eagles. We try to downplay what they do, downplay what they did. It just hurts. It's just rough. Should feel ashamed. Why in God's green earth would I feel ashamed? Bruh, this is the third Super Bowl in a row we've been to. Talking about feel ashamed with rings on top of it. And one of them against this boo-boo ass fucking franchise. Don't out of here talking about ashamed. You should be ashamed thinking that it's some kind of hurtful feeling when you know the fucking Kansas City Chiefs are going to be in the back next year and you'll be blaming the refs again. You already know what it is. Talking about feel ashamed. There ain't no ashamed in my fucking game. How do you think I'm on here just talking cash shit either way? You know what I mean? Ain't no damn shame. We lost that when we lost our offensive tackles. That ain't no damn lie. But we went into the season with no offensive tackle plan. This is why I said don't pay Creed Humphrey. You know, Creed, I understand wanting to pay Creed Humphrey because he's a good center or whatever, but you build your offensive line from the outside in. And we had too many damn questions at tackles. And here we are again in a Super Bowl talking about the damn offensive line for the Kansas City Chiefs again. Again, we're talking about the offensive line. Don't make no freaking sense. Chiefs need an O-line. They need a running back. You're right. Yeah, like the Chiefs really need to have some guy that can break the breakout running back. I miss fucking Jamal Charles. Like, let's be honest. F you, Queefs. Man, look, I ain't your daddy, bro. I ain't your daddy. Okay? You're out here talking disrespectful for no damn reason. You're out here salty in a loss because you know the damn team's going to be next year winning it again. You're out here being salty for no reason. Go Raiders. Go Raiders. Look, you want to talk about the definition of fucking trash, dumpster fire ass organization. The Raiders. That's it. What? What are you out here blaming the refs in a blowout? Bruh, look, you want to talk about a garbage organization. Dear Lord. Dear Lord. That's why your old ass hired the oldest fucking coach you can find. You should find me somebody, anybody that can possibly even know what a Super Bowl looks like. You got the one guy that fucking blows up in the Super Bowl. Good luck with that. Eagles pooped on you hoes. Congratulations. Talk about was something some other team did that you couldn't fucking do. You want to talk about that? You want to talk about that? What did I say 10 hours ago? The Eagles beat you straight up. And what did I tell you about Saquon Barkley not getting 100 yards? Crazy. Well, bro, there ain't no tears, bro. You out here being salty. You out here celebrating something else some other team did. Boo-hoo-hoo. Bro, your team been in Cancun since week 4. You want to talk about cry, baby, cry. How are you crying about, bro? Pat Mahomes going to end up being the most winning quarterback in Las Vegas fucking stadium history. You want to talk about crying. You mad that Pat Mahomes got more wins in the Raider Stadium than whoever quarterback you use next year will do. You suck. Wah, wah, wah. We're going to be back here next year. Wah, wah, wah. How about that? How about it, ho? You know we coming right back. Right back. And it makes you salty knowing it already. You know we right back in it. Yeah, guess who's going to be the favorite on the board already? Las Vegas right now. Your boy, the Chiefs. We be here. Bruh, remind me the last time we seen Super Bowls that didn't involve Kansas City. Out here talking about craziness. Womp, womp, womp. Being jealous. You a clown. You get Social Security written all over you. Bro, I'm self-employed with multiple businesses and a veteran. Bro, I'm called what they call the American fucking dream, you fucking clown ass wannabe, swinging and a missing, looking like fucking the Mendoza line, looking little sorry ass little punk. That's why you salty watching us sit here go back to back to back. You lying. There ain't no damn lie. And you can check all the damn tapes. This ain't the first time it's been brought up. Motherfuckers. You out here being jealous. Lying ain't nothing. I stand 10 toes down, and that's why we be on this bitch even after a loss, bruh. Like, you talking about this, that, and the other, bruh. Y'all out here crazy. Out here lying, bruh. Where are the tapes? It's all, brother. Look, you don't even know how to use YouTube. You're a dumbass talking about all this and that, bro. You're out here being salty as shit. You guys suck, bro. Ain't nobody suck but your mind. Your little mammy sucks for $3 on 12th Street, bitch. Like, you don't even want to talk about it. Stadium history, bro. You're already drunk as hell. Well, no shit, bro. I've been drinking since 8 a.m. What are we talking about? Also, Allen almost kicked your butts with the worst team he's ever fielded. You guys are cooked next season. No 3 for you, dumb butt. That is the most retarded, dumbass shit I've ever fucking read. Fernackin? Your mama would name you something like Fernackin. You would type in Fernackin thinking that's a cool ass fucking screen name. What kind of fucking dork ass shit is that? What the fuck are you even talking about? Allen almost won. You talking about the dude that's never fucking beat Pat Mahomes in the playoffs? Sit the fuck down. When did he almost win? Almost never. It's good, bro. Everything good. Must come to an end. Yeah, bro. They acting like this is some shit. Tom Brady went 10 years without going to the Super Bowl. And these people acting like they ain't gonna see Pat Mahomes and the Chiefs this very next season. Trash. You sorry AF. Bruh, look, you're talking to a mirror or some shit. What are you talking about? Talking about, I'm sorry, I got millions of views, thousands of subscribers, bruh. Ain't nobody fucking trash but yourself for suggesting such a malarkey-ass statement. Like, check the numbers, check the tapes, but don't watch the Super Bowl again. That's real. He out here with the loss. Pay attention. Look, standing 10 toes down. These folks want to act like somebody afraid of some malarkey-ass trolls. Look, they just mad because they know Kansas City finna be right back. They put this together. Look, gonna mess around and run off a couple more Super Bowls. Shit, even Tom Brady didn't win them all. Tom Brady shot 70%. Right? Look, as long as we ain't lose to a backup, I'll be okay. Your mom is fat. My mom is dead. Swing and a miss. Fucking punk. Time the Chiefs got beat. It happens, you know? It can happen. It happens to the best of us, bro. Guess the ref contracts with the Kansas City Swifts expired 2 weeks ago. It had to be anonymous, bro. And like, I understand why you want to be anonymous. Because, I sent my damn Venmo contribution and they never sent the money back. So some fish is up. Some don't look right there. Timu JD delay. I don't even. Go ahead and type that up again. Try to make it make sense. Bro can't say but we'll say retarded. Wild. I say whatever the fuck I want to, bruh. Like shit. Don't worry about what I do. Yeah. Uh-huh. Remind me the last time your team beat me. If you ain't an Eagles fan, this ain't even your celebration. Look. Oh, bench wagon selves. Oh, booty cheeks. Look, don't be getting at it. Look, I know it's 2025. You want to come out of the closet. Nobody cares. Offensive line was terrible today. The understatement of the year, it feels like, like, yeah. Just don't even want to give nobody a chance, man. Yeah, and it's not just it's the same thing we talked about in the damn Tampa Bay Super Bowl. O-line trash, wide receivers drop the ball. Like, what are we doing here? If the Broncos build Bo Nix right, the Chiefs and Bronco games will be fun to watch. Yeah, there's a lot of ifs, ands, and buts there. Shout out to Bo Nix for exceeding expectations. Not a bust. Dookie Butt, it's sad. What are you just saying, malarkey? Shout out malarkey. Yeah, that's the word of the day. Just malarkey, bro. That's everything about what happened today was malarkey. Some of these fan comments are malarkey. You know, we get one decent go Eagles. I respect it. Then we get some troll. You know, so what are you gonna do with that? The ref called a fair game today. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. There's some malarkey there too, but that's not why the Chiefs lost. That ain't got nothing to do with the price of tea in China when we talk about why the Chiefs lost. But there's definitely some malarkey. You know, there was that roughing the passer that should have been called, but was called unsportsmanlike penalty for the celebration of the end. You know, you look at like what was like, you know, Jalen Hurts running out of bounds, clock don't stop. But that's not why the Chiefs lost. Chiefs lost because they couldn't get on. The offense couldn't do nothing. Like the refs ain't do nothing. It was still a sloppy referee game, if you ask me. But it ain't the excuse. You can win the battle, but remember, it's Chiefs Kingdom, baby. Yeah, look, we out here making legacies. You out here winning one stinking Super Bowl. Ain't nobody worried. Ain't nobody sweating that stuff. Chiefs got a mad hole stomped in their butts. Yeah, a very accurate description. Anonymous. That's funny, man. Hey, look, you know, I can take it because this ain't the first time the Chiefs lost in the Super Bowl. And what I learned after the last loss in the Super Bowl is we're gonna be right back and we're gonna win more Super Bowls. Tom Brady went 7 out of 10. And he went 10 years without one going to a Super Bowl. Like, don't forget that part. It's funny to see you guys being sore losers after the team lost. How am I being a sore loser? You out here writing up fiction stories. Congratulations on the Eagles for winning. Good job. Guess who's going to be back next year? The Kansas City Chiefs. You don't change the story. Ain't nobody no sore loser. Hey, the Chiefs had a good season still. It was all right, you know, all till the end, you know. You're still gonna make fun of Bills fans. Fuck it. That's why you're, bro. It's 2025. I don't want to hear your little fantasies, bro. Go on somewhere with that. I'm a happily married man. Nobody was expecting that outcome. I didn't watch the game, just highlights. Yeah, you definitely didn't hear no one talk about the Eagles blowing them out. Sheesh, at least they didn't mean it. The only part I got right was Saquon Barkley was not getting 111 yards. As a Packer fan, it was a good game. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. That makes one of us in this room. Shoot. Look, Tupac Shakur, shout out to you. I thought you were dead, and I thought the Eagles were going to lose. Here I am wrong both times. Hot diggity damn. On to next year. Yeah, look, this damn season's already over. What are we talking? It's already the off season. What are we talking about last season for? Damn it. Let's talk about the draft. What's the draft look like? Let's move on, Harvey. What are the Steelers up to? How's Cancun? How we doing? How's the beach nice and warm? It's nice and warm down here in sunny Florida. On to next year, bro. Whole new ball game, new teams get better, and others get better. Exactly. Hey, Rod, I'm glad you're enjoying it. The Chiefs suck. Bro, you just watched them in the third straight Super Bowl. The Chiefs don't suck. And won 2 out of 3. Get out of here. L. That is the letter. If this was Sesame Street, that'd be the letter for the day, right? Yeah, sheesh. This is what they get for saying they ain't gonna have the Chiefs parade out. Like they messed that up. You got spanked. Well, I mean, yeah. Everybody's seen that. Thank you, Captain Obvious. You're dating a Rubik's Cube and you're not married. Stop it. bro. This is the weakest troll attempt. You can do better, bro. Do we need to get you a pen and pad? You can take little notes on how to talk trash. You ain't doing it. You out here making me look like the Eagles. To my fellow Packers fan. Look at y'all celebrating wins that ain't even y'all's. Look, this is why you know the Super Bowl ain't rigged, though. Because nobody likes the damn Philadelphia Eagles. And no one likes the Chiefs. Like, this is crazy. Hey, we may have lost, but the Eagles deserved it with the way we played. Look, yeah, I mean, they obviously wanted it more than we did because we couldn't even catch the damn ball. I can't stand KC, but respect the fact you're a good sport about it, bud. Unfortunately, the Chiefs will be back hanging around like the Brady's Pats. Yeah, that's why. Like, look, I got these gray hairs from experience, bro. You got to remember, I'm a Kansas City Chiefs fan that was out here predicting they were going to go to the Super Bowl when they went 3-13. Okay, like you can't get me unhyped from these Kansas City Chiefs. And as long as we got Pat Mahomes, I know we got a fighting chance to be right back in the Super Bowl, just dunking on them. But I appreciate you, respecting me for standing 10 toes. Old school Chiefs fans have been through so much heartbreak. They don't have feelings. They have scars. That's the motivation. Look, y'all don't remember that, like, winning a playoff game was a Super Bowl, right? Like, come on. And we talk about the Chiefs in their third straight Super Bowl and fifth Super Bowl in 7 years? Like, come on, bro. How am I supposed to get down? We still got 15 more years of Pat Mahomes. Like, I ain't getting off of it. The Eagles are a really good team. They'll be back next year. They could be. Look, we do it. I said it. And I say it every year. We always underestimate what the Philadelphia Eagles are going to do. Like, it's crazy. Yeah, it's great weather here, bro. Welcome to it. Yeah, right? Look, pina coladas, dancing in the rain. Look, we out here just ready to have a good time. I'm just kidding, guys. You did great. No, we did it, bro. You can't even troll right, bro. We still sucked. You just ain't saying it right. Go Birds. Rest in peace to the three-peat. Thank you for being respectful. Look, it's hard to talk trash on the Eagles' performance. The only thing I can tip my hat to is I knew that Saquon Barkley was not going to get 100 yards. People didn't want to hear it. They didn't want to listen to it. I knew that it's going to be crazy to think that he can get 100 yards. You can shout out to me for getting that right, even in a blowout. Even in a blowout, he couldn't sniff 100 yards. They kept trying to give him the ball. That man could not get. It was not working all night. But what does that matter? Because their defense would be like, "Don't worry, you're going to get another opportunity." And these damn turnovers just destroy the Chiefs. The Eagles' defense has been getting turnovers all season. I thought the Chiefs got the turnovers out their blood. I thought all the funk was already out. Apparently not. Right back here. Right back to it. Right back to turning the ball over. What you gonna do, folks? Tough sledding. Well, folks, Pat Mahomes is going to be back to it next year. We know we're going to be back into it to hear y'all complain about the refs next year. So that'll always keep your boy excited. Oh, we got more comments. I got to catch up. You guys had a good game, especially Xavier Worthy. This should have been the game plan a lot more. That wasn't too bad. I've seen worse. 46-10 Bears, New England's. Yeah, there's worse than that. Thankfully, they got them garbage time garbage time stats to keep him out of a just historically bad ass whooping. Like it was close to it. Harvey, all I got to say is we're still chasing the Steelers for most Super Bowl rings. Look, got to keep putting in the work, bro. You got to check in more. But you know what? I bet you they put more into this next offseason than they did last offseason. It'll be less slacking, a little less State Farm commercials. Man, F the Chiefs, no buts about it. Well, congratulations for you for having feelings. And glad you out here though, bro. Much respect. You know what it is. It's just like you, bro. You out here standing 10 toes with us. That's how grown men do it. Rage bait. I'm joking. Look, you trying, bro. You trying. You guys need a left tackle though, and a right one. The right tackle was garbage too. Look, the whole offensive line just pooped the bed. Like it was crazy. Bell to booty, bro. Like just like you reached into your mama's purse and got caught, bro. Like you really got caught. Both hands in the cookie jar, knowing it was bedtime. Dear Lordy Wody. This should have been, we need to call it CPS. A bunch of bird signs. Congratulations to y'all. Hope y'all enjoy it, man. Do you think Caleb Williams would be good? I'm a Bears fan and I'm pissed off. Nah, bro. We told you it was going to be a bust before you drafted him. No one wanted to listen. Anytime you got a quarterback painting his nose, easy pass. Taylor Swift is dating Dallas now. That's some kind of weird fantasy, like it's some kind of high school cheerleader situation. What's going on here? Chiefs best 1, 2 in a row. Hey, look, 2 in a row. Going to be in the next 2, and the 2 after that. We're going 2 by 2. We'll get there. Time keeps marching on. Yeah, 10 toes down, brother. Still saying we go. Steelers fans, here we go. Yeah, we get it figured out for y'all next season. Look, we always do a team-by-team breakdown of how to fix the team. And I'm going to come up with a good game plan for the Steelers. We're going to get it worked out. Need to call CPS on Sirianni for that whooping on them boys. Yeah, it's kind of what I just said, but I appreciate you. Appreciate you enjoying the lines. Bro, what is it good about Robo Doomsday? That's a good question. That's a good question. And also, Ben Johnson, was he a good hire? Sometimes. Eagles never blitzed. O-line is garbage. Yeah, and that's the problem. Anytime you don't force the team to have, if you get pressure without blitzing, it gives you all these extra guys in the secondary to create the havoc that they did. They needed a whole new game plan. This should have been Xavier Worthy heavy. Like, Mahomes about to be Tom Brady 3. I'm not sure what that means. What you mean? What you mean sometimes? I mean sometimes. What you mean sometimes? This was sometimes go. Mahomes about to be Tom Brady 7 rings. He's going to, yeah, for sure. People forget there was a 10-year gap, bro. Tom Brady couldn't sniff a Super Bowl. This ain't over. The story ain't done. Chiefs be right back in it. Where will Travis Hunter go? I'm going to have to do I haven't done my draft breakdown. I'm too focused on the Super Bowl. I don't know, but I know if Sadir Sanders goes higher than Travis Hunter, teams are boo-boo the fools. I'll tell you that much. Hopefully to the Chiefs. We could use Travis Hunter. Worthy is the truth. I know that great draft choice. Bro, he was out here getting it. He was trying. He was like Pat Mahomes. I don't know why you keep throwing it to Kelsey. I don't know why you keep throwing it to D-Hop. Like, I'm out here open. I can actually catch the ball. Have you not seen the final score? What are you talking about? What makes you suggest that? What are we talking about? How'd you come to that conclusion? Eagles got lucky. Chiefs offense was not playing good. But I don't think with that score I can call it luck. There ain't no luck involved in that. That was just straight up mollywopping on the Chiefs offense entirely, especially on that offensive line. Here we are again talking about Pat Mahomes losing the Super Bowl because the Chiefs offensive line sucks, but not injured this time. At least last time they were injured, there was no starters. And we had plenty of starters. There ain't no excuse for that. They just play like boo-boo. For real though, I'm a Bills fans. You got us already. No hate, just happy to see the redemption. There ain't no redemption for y'all. I don't know what the redemption is. Confused by that. Do you think Alshon Gentry goes? I mean, I would, but will he go to the Bears? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I haven't done my off-season breakdowns yet. I gotta look at. I gotta look. I like to do the whole report, and I go team by team too. Well, Ashton to the Bears. Good. They could. Chiefs have a daddy now. That ain't your daddy. You can't be your daddy if we already beat them in the damn Super Bowl. That don't make no damn sense. Come on now. Come on now. That is a terrible analogy. That's a swing and a miss. They just have a competitor. We just finally found someone not named Tom Brady. That's what it is. At least he ain't no damn backup. At least it ain't no Nick Foles situation. I don't even know what this means. Casho, my bad. I'm not sure what that means, bro. Chiefs beat the Eagles 2 seasons ago, 38-35, and beat the 49ers. And the 49ers this year suck. Yeah, that's still like Super Bowl again, Super Bowl again. Like, you can't win every year, bro. Like that doesn't happen. All right, we can be realistic here. When will your draft report be? Probably I do it a little bit. It'll be a little bit closer to the draft, but we'll start doing. It'll probably be this coming up week. We'll start breaking down team by team. We'll start looking at. We'll start from the bottom and work our way up and see what draft team, what players they should be drafting and all that. But I like to do 4 teams at a time. So we do like AFC West, AFC North, NFC East, all that kind of stuff. Bust it out like that. Mahomes got destroyed. Yeah, the offensive line don't get no Christmas presents next year. God damn. There will be a next rivalry pumped by the USA and the NFL executives. But if that was true, it would not have been the Eagles in the Super Bowl. Yeah. You got to have. There was no superhero in this story. Mahomes got destroyed a little bit there, bud. Living in denial. The defense was offense. It was awesome. How am I living in denial? What part is denial, bro? What part did I swing and miss on? I'd be real interested in that. What was that, Don? You tell me where I swung and missed. Cooked. Yeah, like cookies. It's not like they can't only be one winner. It's just reality. Yeah, right? Like, come on now. Even Peyton Manning, like other people won Super Bowls in the Tom Brady era, right? He didn't shut everybody out. Like people just mad because they know Pat Mahomes is going to be back next year doing it again. Fangio went home. Bruh. Ain't that the damn truth? Finally pulled off that win against Mahomes he'd been looking for. Look, he saved it for the right time, right? O-line sold. Bruh, yeah. I need to check their bank accounts for some. Someone got paid. Some. Eagles got carried by Barkley. Nah, but not in the Super Bowl. Look, I told y'all. Yeah, everybody wanted to say 111 plus yards. He was going to the over. Yeah, everybody said he's going to run all over the Chiefs. Not today, buddy. Got that part right. Chiefs got it next year. That's what I'm talking about, DC. You know it. We right back, bruh. We call it the Kansas City Invitational for a reason. Are you from Missouri or KC? Yes, I am from Kansas City, Missouri originally. I currently reside in Tampa, Florida. But I lived in Kansas City, Missouri for decades, about 10 minutes south of the stadium. O-line was trash. Bruh, ugh, it hurts every time. Imagine losing. Yeah, it happens, bruh. There can only be one winner. Someone's got to lose. Shit. Imagine thinking this is the first time I've seen them lose. Imagine thinking that we didn't watch Pat Mahomes go to 5 Super Bowls in 7 seasons. Imagine that was the closest to a three-peat we ever damn seen. Imagine not making it. Imagine, hey, it happens. No other team came as close as we did. Waste management. Look, they was taking out the garbage, putting in work tonight, boy. Shout out to Eagles. Look, we know they was going to have a fucking riot in Philadelphia one way or the other, so at least it's a celebration, right? Maybe they'll stop doing so much damn fentanyl. Shit. Are you seriously claiming someone got paid to let the Eagles win? No. No. That ain't what I'm claiming. We're just talking shit, bro. Calm down. Ocala, Florida. Hey, shout out Ocala. I got a nephew that live up there. I'm down in the Tampa area. Shout out to Ocala, though. Good point, man. Yeah, that's all good. Stay humble, my G. That's all we can do. Look, even Muhammad Ali lost a boxing match. Mike Tyson got knocked out, too. We still call them the GOATs. Tom Brady didn't go undefeated. Tom Brady had a decade of not missing a Super Bowl. Or not even sniffing a Super Bowl, excuse me. Right? Like 5 out of 7. We've been there, winning 3 of them. Like, shoot. Pat Mahomes is more likely to go to the Super Bowl than complete a pass. Ain't that crazy? At least Pat Mahomes made it to the Western Conference Championship every year as a starter. At least Chiefs won 2 in the years in a row. Yeah, that's another thing. Like, we want to talk about it. Look, AFC Championship game or bust, and even then it's overtime. Like, come on, bro. You can't hold a Chiefs fan down, bro. I remember when winning a playoff game was a celebration. Like, come on. We out here just collecting these dubs. Getting it. Well, your boy's got to work in the morning. Coping. Nah. Ain't no coping, G. I'm out here just being realistic. Like, we getting it. Tom Brady did, bro. Tom Brady lost to a backup. You were talking about Tom Brady never. You're out here coping. That's what you're doing. Even Jude's calling you out on it, coping. Talking about Tom Brady never. Tom Brady lost to Nick Foles. Didn't get no dub tonight. No, sure did it. You know, sure did it. Sure did it. Sure enough. Cole Porter. Yeah. Come up with new lines, bro. Y'all out here on Pete and repeat, kind of like the Chiefs in the damn Super Bowl, making you salty. At least it wasn't a blowout. I mean, it was a blowout, bro. It was a blowout. Like, I know there's some garbage time stats there, but that shit was a blowout. Like, it was a blowout. Yeah, it was a blowout. Yeah, like, hey, you got to call a spade, bro. That was a blowout. Don't worry, you'll be back. Yeah, exactly. Everybody know it. After the Tampa Bay game, Chiefs built a whole line. They stayed on the bus tonight. Yeah, they must have been drinking down in New Orleans. That low sea level messed with them. This is Pat Mahomes' first time losing in a stadium too, a dome stadium. Only thing you guys can say is the Chiefs pay the refs. You guys still just suck. Right, right. Hold on. Yeah, exactly. All purpose. Saquon did that. What do you mean all purpose? Man, quit trying to shift the damn goalpost. You know what Vegas paid out on that over under of 111 yards? Fucking nothing because he hit the under like I told you he would. Even in a damn blowout, he couldn't run the ball. Shit. Beat down. Look. Congratulations. Ha ha ha. I know it's funny. Bear down. That's when the refs stay out of the game. What the fuck are you talking? The refs had nothing to do with nothing. They ain't had nothing to do with nothing back then. They ain't got nothing to do with nothing now. And if you want to talk about staying out of the game, they definitely had some bad fucking calls, some missed fucking calls, and some clock was running when it shouldn't be. But that is not why the damn Chiefs lost. But pretending like it is, y'all know damn well if the Chiefs would have came back, y'all would have been blaming the damn refs. Props for still showing up for this part. That game was something else. Bro, it's hard to show up after that one. I was actually going to wait till tomorrow morning, but it was so ugly I couldn't even fucking wait. I was like, I got to take this fucking hell on the chin, bro. Like, god damn. Eagles good for 5, bro. What? Eagles good for 5, bad for 50. I'm not sure. You lost me there, bro. Once you fix the line, get a good running back, you'll be good. Yeah, and I want to get Pat Mahomes another wide receiver. They missed the shit out of Rashid Rice in this game. Ain't no one going to tell me they didn't miss Rashid Rice. Yeah, that old line was definitely the reason why they blew out. Yeah, that and drop passes, bro. That first half, DeAndre Hopkins had like 2 or 3. Travis Kelce had 2 or 3. Like, you catch the ball and it changes the game, bro. This was very unlike the Chiefs. I don't know what they was doing. How about them Chiefs? Most fraudulent dynasty to ever exist. I'm a Falcons fan. That's stupid. That's the dumbest thing you ever said. Because even with a loss, it's the closest to a 3-peat you ever seen. Still a fucking dynasty when you're talking about 3 out of 5 Super Bowls. Like, shut up, bruh. Shut up. You ain't never. Pat Mahomes has been to 20 out of 23 playoff games in his career. You talking about fake dynasty. Shut up. Out here talking stupid. My Jaguars would have put up a better fight. No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. You ain't even going to put up a better fight at drafting right. Shut up. Fly, Eagles, fly. Look, congratulations to y'all. Merry Christmas. Only way they could have come back would have been the refs doing what they did all season. That's malarkey. And I'm going to ask you a win all season. You're going to point to a bunch of penalties that should have been called. Let's put the contacts in for this game. No, you put your excuses away. You would have been blamed. You just put up your excuses for the game. The irony of the Chiefs fan complaining about the refs. Bro, you ain't paid attention to the whole damn stream. Ain't no one blaming the damn refs. And quit writing out fake fantasy storylines. Mahomes better than Jalen Hurts. 17-3 on tape, my dude. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You got me lost. I don't know what 17-3 you're talking about. This is what happens when, look, y'all out here. Nah, this is what happens when y'all save your excuses. 15 sucks. 15 is the best quarterback you've ever seen in your life. Fake calls on tape. Copium. Fake call what? Where? When? At least the Chiefs played in 5 Super Bowls. The thing they ain't want to talk about. They don't want to talk about that part. They don't want to have that part of the conversation. They don't want to say nothing about that part. He ain't the GOAT, though. He is, though. He is, though. He absolutely is, though. His on pace is passing Brady. He stays on pace. He's flying past him. You got all my trolling out of your boys. Taylor Swift is, bro, you got all kind of weird, though, bro. Well, you got to weird it up, bro. You acting like a real Raiders fan right now on the face. Jeez Louise. Y'all got smashed by 40 and think a couple of drop passes was the difference. That's the Eagles' D-line was the difference. Yeah, the drop passes were a difference maker. If they keep getting first downs, the Eagles' defensive line has to stay on the field. The Chiefs' defense don't have to keep putting in work. There's only one GOAT, Tom Brady. Yeah, that's what they said about Joe Montana when Tom Brady was doing it. It's stupid. Hate both teams. That's why I didn't watch. But I do have to hear the Chiefs bandwagon fans complain. But there ain't no fucking bandwagon here. That's the dumbest shit ever. Look, the Chiefs were setting the loudest stadium record noise record before Pat Mahomes got there, and we've been legendary tailgaters for decades. Talking about bandwagons fans. I'm old enough to be your daddy watching the Chiefs. Talking shit. My guy, I watched the entire game. The Chiefs can't get away with it all. That doesn't mean any kind of analysis was done. That's not proving your point at all. How to get one in, dog. Hey, we all do, bro. We all, we got tapes of me saying dumb stuff. Bam, look at worst as possible. Hey, that's got to be the most common comparison. So at least you got that going for you. This is what happens when the check from Taylor bounces. Bruh, this is what happens when you lame excuse got put it back in your pocket. Refs did their job this time. Look, no, y'all just being jealous, being salty. Look, save the ref excuse for next year. You're gonna need it. You're gonna need it. 17-3 being the record. I'm talking about the fact that they can't always get away with these calls. Go watch the Texans game. The Texans game when the guy hit him in the head both times. That's a dumb. You're pointing to actual penalties. You're complaining that they didn't get away with penalties. That's how I know you're dumb. And this is why I ask why and when. Because when you give me the example, it's easily defunct. The helmet-to-helmet contact is clear as day. Like, it doesn't make any sense. It's 17-3. You're making that sound like a bad thing. 17-3 with their third Super Bowl in 3 years. Like, come on, folks. Come on, folks. You had me stay up late for this. Like, this is what we're doing. You're blaming the refs on the Eagles win. This is crazy. This is crazy. Bam's loser cousin Sam. Look at you being creative. I bet you got a star in kindergarten. They got you a silver star, didn't they? 15 at least better than 1. The Bears couldn't beat the Eagles. Fly to heck. Yeah. No more cheat. Shot brother, my bad. It's all good. You know, hey bro, we throw jabs at each other. Ain't no one worried about no one's bothered by you unfazed. This is Travis Cousins, Trashy Kelsey. Look, that's the funniest Travis Kelsey comparison I've got. The only comparison I see though is we're both white, but sending the loudest stadium help records when your fans are all 15-year-old girls. Shake it off. Bruh, that was in 2012, and Taylor Swift wasn't in the picture. Your excuses need to be shaken off. We got to work on it. You got to step up your game. I'm going to get you a pen and pad. You're going to take notes. Go wash your face, you greasy F. Go Birds. And look at your loser ass celebrating your Eagles celebration on a Chiefs live stream. And you want to talk about fucking greasy. Your fucking mom's greasy working in the corner for $3. Fucking stupid cunt. Josh Allen is a whiner. Preach. Travis Kelce or George Kittle, who's better? Travis Kelce, that's not even a conversation. Roughing the passer is a fluke. Defender made the contact with his chest first. To be roughing the passer, it has to be entirely helmet-to-helmet contact. Unnecessarily roughness is just dumb. It doesn't have to be helmet-to-helmet contact. It's contact to the helmet. Like, if you're going to sit here and try to spout the rules, at least pretend to know them. Go hit Chat GPT and maybe it'll explain it to you. Still setting records for the stadium loudness. Shake it off. Did that prove your point or my point? I don't get it. Like, what were we bandwagon in 2012? Is that what it is? Bandwagon then? Eagles might go to the minors. Look, I don't think they're the Drake. The Eagles aren't the Drake fans. Maybe. They're weird. Hey, I got a video on my page talking about how weird Eagles fans are, and I'm just going to keep pointing to that while they keep bragging. Fly, Eagles, fly. Welcome to the celebration, bitches. Raiders. Dumpster fire of the league. You sound like Kelce a bit. I don't hear it, but I'll take your word for it. Eagles. Yeah. Weird noises out of your mom. You have got to be the dumbest person I've ever heard. Well, did you ever record yourself talking? Then you would have topped this. Easy to do. Get a voice recorder, and you'll meet new lows. Proving my point, Shake It Off is a reference to Tay-Tay because the stadium got louder when she started going. No, the record was set in like 2012, Brad. Like 13 years ago. The stadium didn't get louder, it got quieter. Specifically because they changed the seats. Bro said Raiders, rest in peace. The trash. Yeah, bro. Look, you start agreeing with me when we start talking about a third-party team. Look, notice that part. You want to talk about some dumb stuff. Eagles fans don't even like Eagles fans. They only love themselves. Look, I'll be telling them. They don't want to talk about that part. They don't want to talk about that part. That's pretty accurate description, Mr. Mixmaster Funk. No more Super Bowls for Chiefs. Watch. How do you get that? Is that what you said the last time they lost in the Super Bowl and then watched them go to 2 more in a row? 3 more in a row? 1, 2 of them? Come on now. You capping. So much coping, it's actually comical. Bro, so much weak trolling, it's desperate. Like, if you gave me something good to work with, it'd be funner. Like, come on now. Stop with the Raiders. It's Pete Carroll's. Oh, come on. Come on. Go Birds. Enjoy your off season, bud. Joe Gill, look, 40-22. That 22 should be an asterisk because that was some garbage time stats to get there. Don't forget to floss, loser. Well, thanks for the advice, you fucking weirdo. Funnier isn't even a word, Einstein. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I just said it. Fucking doofus. Dumb stuff. 38-35. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, out here acting like Chiefs ain't got one on them belt. Hold that L, get some head, brother. I'm out. Ugh. Appreciate you popping in, bro. Appreciate y'all stopping in, enjoying yourselves on this Chiefs live reaction. Your boy does need to get into bed, though. I got to wake up, take the kid to school, and all that good jazz. I appreciate everybody that stopped in, popped in. We do our live show Wednesday at 9:30. Hope y'all check us out. And don't forget, go Chiefs, bitches.